Hello, eighth graders. Happy Thursday to you. I know you all miss me, except for Jude just told me he'd rather have Mr. Torno than me. All right, so Jude is now off my Christmas list. He's done. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day today. I know that you will listen well and work hard. All right, we're going to get started into today by thinking about the word rivalry. Okay, I'm going to give you a few minutes to shout out some rivalries, some sports rivalries that you know. All right, go ahead, shout some out. What are some rivalries in the sporting world? All right, maybe you said Vikings Packers. Maybe you said Augie USF or SDSU versus USD. For me, you know me, I'm a Hawkeye fan, so our rivalries are Iowa State and Nebraska. But rivalries is that one team that you want to beat, okay? And you love it when they get beat, right? Okay. Today, we're going to talk about not a sporting rivalry, but a rivalry that is growing in North America. Okay. You guys are probably familiar with, obviously, Great Britain has territory in North America, but there's another European power that has much of the interior. Okay. Our hunters and trappers, soldiers. Anybody know who the other empire is? France. Okay. So we have Great Britain and France are two rivals. And the thing that they're fighting over is not a Super Bowl championship or a Big Ten championship. They are fighting over the Ohio River Valley. That's what they both want. It's a nice piece of land for hunting and fishing and trading and transportation and all of that. But it's also extending Great Britain's land out west. Okay, so that is what they both want. Now, when you are in a rivalry and you are looking to take down your rival, one of the great things or great tactic would be to gain an alliance. Who else can you pull on your side to take down the opponent? All right. Today, both of these people, both of these empires, are going to try to get the Native Americans to make their alliance. Okay. And so I want you to, as you read, listen for that. Okay. So our learning target for today is I can explain the causes and the outcomes of the French and Indian War. So we already know who the two sides are. Great Britain versus France. And what are they fighting over? The Ohio River Valley. Okay, now, as we read chapter 4 today, our lesson 4 today, we are going to enlist our favorite reading strategy, the sticky note slap. All right, so what I need you to do, I'm going to, the sub here can hit pause, but while we are paused, you should pass around the bucket of sticky notes, and everybody needs 3 sticky notes. 1, 2, 3. Okay. When you get your 3 stick, and here's the fun part, you can pick purple or blue or pink. You can pick whatever color sticky note you want. When you are done picking, you get your sticky notes. All you're going to do is going to tear them in half. So you're going to end up with 6 sticky notes. So go ahead and hit pause and pass the sticky notes around. All right, now that you have your sticky notes laid out, okay, you have your 6 sticky notes. Now we are going to label them, okay? So on sticky note number 1 here, I just want you to write the number 1. So if it's like this, okay, you're going to write the number 1 at the top, and you're going to write the word militia on sticky note number 1. So go ahead and do that. The next one, You're going to write the number 2 on and write the word alliance. Number 3, you're going to have to write a little smaller, okay? Because you're going to write a whole question, okay? Here it is. Why was the Albany Plan of Union not approved? All right, I'll give you a little time. Why was the Albany Plan of Union not approved? That should be written on sticky note number 3. Sticky note number 4. How did the war affect the Native Americans? How did the war affect the Native Americans? And then you have 2 left over. They're going to both be number 5s. Okay, so you have 2 number 5s because you need to figure out 2 negative outcomes of the war. Okay, so I'm just going to put the negative sign like you're in math class. Negative outcome of war, negative outcome of war. If you need more time, you can hit pause here and finish up, but we're going to keep going on. So now you have all your sticky notes labeled and lined up on your desk or in your workspace or whatever, and you're going to read as a class, okay? Please volunteer to read a paragraph from time or two. Your teacher can read a paragraph every once in a while, but as a class, you're going to read out loud. And the reason that we have these sticky notes is to give us a purpose for reading. A great learning strategy, a great reading strategy is to read for purpose. So every time you come across these answers, it's like the bell is going off in your brain. Oh yeah, that's what I'm reading for. What's a militia? What's an alliance? Why was this not approved? How did the war affect the Native Americans? What are negative outcomes of the war? Okay, your bell will go off, okay? And at that point, you're going to take your sticky note and just like it says with the sticky note slap, go ahead and slap it in your book right where that answer is, okay? And that will help you later, all right? So as a group right now, could you read lesson 4? So that's going to run from 101 to 105. And as you go, you're going to read for these things, slap those sticky notes, kind of discuss those questions. And when you get to the end, I have some more instructions for you. Okay, read well, get your bell on, and slap well. All right, thank you. Have fun.